In this video, I'm going to show you how to save basil seeds from any type of basil so that you never have to spend money on basil seeds ever again. Let's go. Hey guys, and welcome back to Mini Urban Farm, a channel about homesteading and gardening in the suburbs. Today I'm going to go ahead and save all my basil seeds from the last season's garden. It is really easy actually once you get the hang of it. So this plant right here, this is Genovese basil. Now you can do this with any type of basil. You just are looking for something that has the little flower type things like this. Now eventually, right, a plant like this that's completely green will start to flower. It'll start producing these white little flowers here, and then it'll dry out and you will get something that looks somewhat like this. Alright, and these are nice and crispy and brown. You don't want to touch them too much because the seeds will actually fall out of them if you start handling them, but you are waiting for them to dry out completely. Now this one happened to come out because it was a rainstorm and it kind of toppled over, but you can just take them in the pot like this once they're nice and dried. Alright, and you want to find a nice clean surface. I'm going to zoom in and show you how to save these teeny tiny seeds. Alright, so this is a pretty simple process. You're going to need your dried basil flowers, and you're going to see once you get really close up in here that every single one of these little pods, when you pull them off like this, just like that, there are actually dried seeds inside of them, inside every single one of these little flower pods. So we want to make sure that we are not breaking these apart yet. So I'm going to take all of mine off of my little basil plants here, and I'm going to set them aside right there. Okay, so now this is going to get tossed aside for compost. Now you can do this with pretty much any type of basil that has these type of flowers on them that look like this when they get dry. And I'm already seeing if in here, some of these little, they are actually very tiny, but like right there, those are basil seeds. So this is as much as my camera zooms, guys. I am sorry if it is teeny tiny, but what you're looking to do essentially, and I'm going to scoot all of these out of the way. Some of them have already come loose in that process since they are very dry. Okay, so all of these are little seed pods. Now there should be at least 3 or 4 seeds in, usually every one of these has a couple of seeds in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of like wiggle them back and forth in between my nails and try to knock loose any of the inside seed pods. Now you can see those little black seeds are already starting to get knocked out. Sometimes they're going to be harder than others, but just pretty much oh, and you can see in there they're kind of like stuck in the seed pod. So I'm just going to loosen them up with my nails and get rid of the extra leaves. There you go. So now I will set these to one side, and they do get knocked over by the wind pretty easily, so if it's windy then I would suggest doing this inside, but I'm going to just keep going and take the rest of my basil seeds and start separating out, and then whatever else is left, like these little crushed flower petals here, these will go into compost afterward. So as you can see, this is a little bit time consuming, but I do find it also really therapeutic to go and save all of my seeds for next year's garden, and it is really rewarding to see all of my little basil seeds here all end up into their own new plants that then I can continue saving basil seeds from, and I never have to pay for basil seeds ever. Alright, and then when everything is said and done, I will go ahead and label my seed envelope here and add in the basil seeds into the little pouch so that I can save them for next year's garden. Alright, so I'm going to keep doing the rest of my basil, my lemon basil, my Genovese basil, and my Thai basil. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more gardening, urban homesteading videos. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!